So today we're heading over to Marshfield Airport, which is in Massachusetts, kind of near the coast, a bit south of Boston. A little bit strange name, right? Marshfield, you wouldn't imagine it to be a fun place to land. I haven't been there myself, but I'm excited to go there and see what it's all about. It's right next to the coast, close to the beach. We'll check it out.
Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 57364, taxiing to runway 32 from the run-up area. Warrior, Fitchburg. It was interesting, he used the taxiway names, which not many people do over here in these smaller airports. It's just not common or needed. But it is good practice, I guess, especially if you're planning to go in larger airports. It's nice. We'll go ahead and take off runway 32. We'll do a left downwind departure, which I think is a pretty cool way to exit. It means we can kind of see the airport on the left. It's fun to do. All right, check final is clear. I didn't hear any other traffic in the pattern. They all departed so far, so that's looking good. We'll go ahead and get ready to take off. And we've set the frequency 1244, which will be great because that means that we can go ahead and switch over to Boston approach afterwards. Compass heading is reading correct. Great. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 57364, taking off runway 32, will be a left downwind departure to the southeast. Fitchburg. All right. There's full power. Airspeed is alive. Engine instruments are in the green. $60 knots. And we're off. Wow, it's really smooth. This is why I love the fall. It's just so smooth all the time. And the views are just spectacular as well. The colors and the beauty of the landscape is just so highlighted in the fall. You can really make out the shapes and the terrain because of the different colors and patchiness. In the summer it's a little bit hard to because everything is green. I like green, but it's all kind of monotonous. Here it's like, wow, there's so many colors. Okay, we're about 800 feet MSL. We'll go ahead and take our left turn. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 57364, turning left, crosswind, runway 32, Fitchburg. Keep the climb going. And we'll just keep the crosswind turning into a downwind. And we'll keep the climb going as well. You can feel it'll get a little bit more bumpy as we kind of cross near the mountainous area, get some wind, wave turbulence across the mountains. It's not too strong, but at times it can be. Today it's not bad. Fitchburg traffic, Warrior 57364, left downwind, runway 32, Fitchburg. We'll go ahead and keep climbing up to about 2,800. That'll be a cruising altitude for today. Go ahead and increase the volume a little bit. It's kind of hard to hear.
Samson traffic, still address 96755 is 5 miles west and south 414.
It is so spectacular of a day today. Temperature and just the clarity and smoothness is just really great today. Crossing 1,600 right now. We're climbing about another 1,200 feet to get to our final altitude of 2,800. It's a little bit lower than I would normally fly for such a distance. And, you know, we may actually end up sort of doing a little bit higher for the first part, but we do have some class Bravo to worry about, as well as the Delta, which we kind of have to go right between the Delta of Norwood and the Bravo of Boston. We have to kind of thread through the vertical separation between them. And that means Bravo starts at 3,000, the Delta ends at 2,600. So good altitude to go is right between them, 2,800. But we got to be very mindful of traffic. So once we get up a little bit further, what we'll do is we'll call flight following, and we'll call Boston approach. We'll let them know this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to fly to Marshfield, and they will help us with giving us traffic reports, allowing us to see people a little bit more easily because we'll be more aware of them.
Northampton traffic, Taylor craft 755
All right.
is about a left downwind for 14 Northampton.
We're crossing 2,400, so about 400 feet to go. All right, we're approaching we're approaching 3,000 feet. We'll go ahead and level off. We'll accelerate.
Fitchburg traffic, Skyhawk 12477.
We'll go ahead and accelerate to maybe about 110 knots. All right, we'll go ahead and switch over to Boston approach.
Charlie Taylor is with you, runway heading 1,000 from 2,000 off there.
Boston approach, Warrior 57364, VFR request.
Warrior 57364 approach.
Boston approach, Warrior 57364. We're about 7 miles to the southeast of Fitchburg. We'd like flight following to Marshfield, Hotel Golf.
364, squawk 5154. Say your altitude and type aircraft again.
5154, our type is Piper Warrior, we're at 3,100.
Roger, thanks. Number 22 Alpha traffic, no factor.
22 Alpha, yeah, contact.
Number 57364, your radar contact 5 west of the Stowe Airport, Boston, altimeter is 2988. You said you're going to Marshfield?
Affirmative, 2988, Warrior 57364. All right, so we got an altimeter code, confirmed his destination. We're just gonna go smooth sailing for now. We'll just keep going, and hopefully we'll get closer to Marshfield and closer to Boston.
Boston approach,
Get some
kilos with you, 3,000.
clearances to transit to Bravo, possibly,
Kilo Boston approach,
or we'll just go below there ourselves.
7, expect runway 29.
2987 and we'll expect that.
Approach Warrior 57364 with you.
Sir, 57364, Boston approach, Boston altimeter 2988.
2988, Warrior 57364. So far been pretty easy. I will get busy quickly though as we kind of transition through the more busy airspace below the Bravo. It's going to get quite busy. A lot of radio traffic, a lot of radio chatter, a lot of traffic to watch out for. Always keep an eye scanning out and seeing if you can spot anything. It's kind of important. We can see Boston way out there. Beautiful view. Let me take a good photo of it. It is getting a little bit more bumpy. Photos don't always come out very good, unfortunately, of the city, but it is sort of what it is.
Miss off 35, 3 Golf.
Roger.
We can go ahead and also kind of tune in the ATIS frequency for Marshfield. That would be good. I always prepare an extra sheet so I don't have to go through 4 flight
3152.
and kind of go through everything. So for example, I know here Marshfield, their ATIS is 120.0, or rather it's an AWAS, but 120.0, so we can go ahead and tune that in.
And number 76 Golf, were you looking to circle to 17 on your approach?
But yeah, I mean, so far it's been pretty relaxing. I think flying is one of those things that it's just so much fun to do, and it's really not necessarily hard. Certainly there are moments that can be challenging, moments that are tough, moments that might be a bit unnerving, and you might get a little bit frightened, but you have to kind of practice and learn to overcome that so you can perform well. Make sure that you're proficient. Make sure that you can handle everything.
76 Golf traffic, 2 to 3 o'clock, 5 miles.
And to me, the way you do it is really just by practicing, by pushing yourself a little bit each flight. This is my first time going to Marshfield. I've not gone there before, but this area I'm familiar with. I know sort of how things work.
76 Golf, you said insight.
So because of that, I feel more comfortable kind of going out there, pushing myself, going a little bit further than I'm used to.
Roger.
But in an area that I'm relatively familiar with, kind of know a little bit based on where I do my training and how things are. So we can see Norwood up ahead, which is fascinating. It's one of those things that just airports look like big fields.
Runway 4 right.
We'll expect that, JetBlue 2232.
So there's some traffic below us, 300 feet below. So we might want to
Approach with traffic right behind us, 3 Golf. We're going to descend slightly to 2900.
There's 3 Golf, Roger. Yep, I'm expecting you to keep you in front of that traffic. They should slide behind you by about 1.5 miles.
Roger that, 3 Golf.
There, 3 Golf. It's going to maintain 2,500.
Oh, we have that traffic in sight.
2,500, 3 Golf.
Approach, we have the traffic in sight, Warrior 57364.
There's 364, Roger. And number 364, you're cleared through the Norwood Class Delta at 2,500.
Cleared through the Norwood Delta at 2,500, Warrior 57364. So he said 2,500, so we need to start descending.
Number 76 Golf, maintain VFR cleared, RNAV runway 35 approach, straight in.
Which is not what I was expecting, certainly. I was hoping we would get a little bit more Bravo, but makes it easy. We don't have to worry too much. I'm guessing that they're wanting me to go a little bit low so that they can get some more traffic into Boston.
1565 Boston first, thanks for Juliet. Fly heading 030, maintain 9,000. Expected visual approach runway 4 left.
So we'll go ahead and sort of keep descending down.
030, maintain 9,000.
About 500 feet per minute. That should be plenty to kind of go ahead. Go through the Norwood airspace at 2,500. So we're about crossing 3,100 now, descending.
Here, 219 Boston approach, expect the visual approach runway 4 left.
We'll expect the visual.
Well, I guess that makes our lives easier because now we don't have to worry about much.
Traffic 2 miles southwest
And we'll directly overfly the field. It's the way to avoid traffic as much as possible because we're not going to be intersecting the approach or landing traffic.
If you're able.
Yes, maintaining 2,500, 76 Golf.
Honestly, ADS-B is a game changer. It makes booking for traffic way easier, way easier, and I absolutely love it now.
Sorry, 76 Golf.
Booking out, I mean, you can spot traffic, but to get that situational awareness, know where to look, it makes it miles easier. You can spot traffic way further than you would otherwise be able to. Like that 438 Golf traffic that we were listening to. It was, I barely saw them until much closer visually, but I was aware of where they were based on their ADS-B signature, and that was really handy. I liked that a lot.
Gulfstream 0 Papa Charlie, contact Providence approach 123.67.
3267, 0 Papa Charlie.
Number 0 Papa Charlie, 123.67.
So Norwood Airport is straight ahead.
23.
Boston is directly to our
0
left.
Papa Charlie.
We're going to be entering
776 is with
the airspace of Norwood shortly. We are below the Bravo, which makes it really easy. We don't have to worry about busting anything. We don't have to worry about causing some issues with larger traffic.
020, going to maintain 9,000.
020 down to 9,000.
We are directly overflying Norwood right now,
100.65.
which is super beautiful.
Jet 520, contact Boston Center 128.75.
2875, extension 500.
And we'll go ahead and switch to heading of 121.
Airfield 634, 13, descending via the Roebuck 3, Juliet.
Wow, we got some amazing traffic straight ahead. Beautiful.
Break Airfield 634, 11, descending via the Roebuck 3, Juliet.
And we're pretty low, we're at 2,500 feet. I mean,
back down, approach runway 4, right?
you know, it's not really that high, but it's really convenient because, for them, because it's below all the landing traffic. So we're flying underneath the approach paths to Boston. You can see Logan Airport right there. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, quite amazing. So much jet traffic.
3A Golf, turn 1, heading 150.
Quite amazing. Alright, we're going to keep an eye out for the airport Marshfield, 12 o'clock, 10 miles. We're on their frequency. We don't have it in sight quite yet, unless that's it right over there. Is slightly to our left, right there. Okay.
Number 3, call to expect a vector over the final 4 sequence.
That's like let's go over the
As long as we stay below 3,000, we'll clear all airspace, so we should be fine.
Boston, United 2426 out of 13.5, descending via the Roebuck 3.
Okay, I'm pretty confident that is Marshfield there. So we'll announce to Boston that we're ready to switch over to their frequency, and we'll go from there.
Altimeter 2988, expect the Atlas first, runway 4.
2988, 4 right, United 2426.
Approach Warrior 57364, we have Marshfield inside, like to switch to frequencies.
57364, Roger, squawk VFR, change to Marshfield advisory is approved. Have a good day.
Thanks. Go VFR and switch to advisory frequency approved. Warrior 57364.
Number 6, Whiskey Golf, traffic 10 o'clock, 4 miles, 7.
And now we're back onto their frequency. We're listening. Marshfield traffic. See if there's any people. I don't see any ForeFlight traffic or ADSB traffic. But that is fine. We'll go ahead and say we are about, let's see, 7 miles to the east. Marshfield traffic, Warrior 57364 is about 7 miles to the east, inbound for landing, Warrior 573. Over the area. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a little bit of right turn, or sorry, left turn. And then we'll enter the 45 for left downwind for runway 06.
Marshfield area traffic, Cessna 2609 Golf is departing runway 6,
Nope.
6 at Marshfield.
Gotta do a right hand turn. Nope, left hand turn. Sometimes I get confused. I gotta visualize it and figure out where it is that I'm going.
Traffic side warning.
go ahead and do our landing checklist. Seatbelts and harnesses. Make sure full rich, fullest tank, fuel pump on, landing light is on, altimeter is set, 2988. We're in the white arc, first notch of flaps. Can start descending. Want to aim for the numbers or so, just before the numbers. A little bit off center line, but that's okay.
So here we are at Marshfield. As you can see the airport around me, you can see the letters a bit behind Marshfield. It's a beautiful airport. It's so spectacular being out here, seeing the ocean kind of off the end of runway 6, kind of flying over it to even get into approach. It was really, really amazing and not too busy, surprisingly. You know, there were a lot of planes out towards Fitchburg, but out here, not many people. So an interesting adventure today, just for fun, going out places and going to airports that I haven't been to, and it's just amazing, and this is the privilege of flying. We get to go and experience all this, so thanks for joining me. I appreciate that, and it's a lot of fun being, and I encourage everyone to start flying. It's so much fun.